Yes, you did.
The NHS is encouraging vulnerable, often elderly people to take extra care this winter. Accident and emergency units have been under pressure.
And with Christmas just around the corner, patients are being urged to make sure that they are up to date with their repeat prescriptions. Well, our health correspondent Rob Sissons is with us now. Rob, winter is always a huge test, isn't it, for the NHS?
That's right, whether it be cancelled operations or just getting to people out on the road. For example, the ambulance service, we know, see demand go up every year by about 5% for reasons that no one really seems quite clear about. And accident and emergency units you mentioned, they've been under pressure too. We're told tonight the Leicester Royal Infirmary is incredibly busy, so the message of course is to people to only use A&E if they really need it.
So what is the main advice from the NHS locally?
Well, the main advice really is to look after yourself. A lot of this is common sense, but if we look at some of the top tips now from the NHS, they tell us that basically you should eat well, heat your home, make sure it's between 18 and 21 degrees Celsius. Easier said than done, as people worry, of course, about fuel bills this winter. Make sure you eat well and take plenty of fluids. Particularly important for elderly people, we're told by doctors, to make sure they don't get dehydrated. And as well, remember that the flu jab is still available from GPs. There's been a slow start to that campaign this year, and if we look at who's entitled to it on the NHS, it includes people aged over 65, people with underlying health problems of any age. That could be people with things like asthma or diabetes, and pregnant women, of course, where the take-up is relatively low.
I'm surprised about this, though. Patients being asked and urged to stock up on medication. I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Well, in the run-up to Christmas, they're saying don't get caught out. Make sure that if you've got a prescription, you get your repeat prescription. That was some advice as well given today by a leading GP in Erewash I spoke to.
People occasionally run out because surgeries can be closed over the Christmas period. It's not like the surgery is going to be closed for weeks and weeks on end. It's a number of days. But it is quite important for patients to understand to try and get their repeat prescriptions in and in good time so they have a supply to last. Also, pharmacies might not be open in the same hours that they normally would be. And we also urge patients to keep some paracetamol and simple remedies like that in their medicine cabinets.
And there's a lot of norovirus around as well, which is this horrible vomiting diarrhoea. Every year about 1 million people in the UK get it, and we know tonight there are 2 wards shut at Queen's Medical Centre because of it to new admissions and 1 in Leicester. The advice, if you get that, is to try and take fluids, don't get dehydrated.
OK, thank you very much,
Happy
Rob.
Christmas, everyone.
Yes, happy Christmas. You're watching East Midlands Today.